Welcome. Let's just do a small recap before we begin the track for today, or the tracks, may I say so. We are doing 2 in this series of the OCTAHEDRON album, and this is the order for today if you're new, and we're doing track 5 and 6 out of 8, so it's the 3rd video out of 5. 5, yeah, that's beautiful, man. 4, of course, all those numbers. And I was about to do a recap of the numbers we already heard before and I'm gonna skip to it when we're done talking. But we if you know my way to do it, we use a couple of minutes, then we hear the song and try not to pause it, especially in the track. We can pause between tracks because it's between tracks, unless it's very important. There will come some numbers, especially with the VOLTA, where it's nice to hear the connection without any pause also. So, but yeah, I guess you can say that for a lot of numbers and names, groups, whatever. But this is the 5th, I think it's in chronological order. Yeah, you know, big studio album. The first one was this one, and I heard this a lot. I like it. I even bought that as a birthday present to my best friend, because I discovered it and you know, thought I would spread it, as you do if you're a good guy. This one I just bought again. It should be under the way and should land in my mailbox as vinyl. This is crazy. I think this is my favorite, because this was the first one I checked if I could get it on vinyl, and a couple of years ago that was like in the 80-90 buck range, and yeah, just the other day I found it in the 40 buck range, limited color. I was like, what the fuck? The source code are really loving me, man. Get it while it's hot. And then we have this one. I actually can't remember the order. I think this comes before this, but let me just check if I'm totally fucked. Do we have 27? Not 27, but 27. And this is from 06, so yeah, I'm right. This is before this one. And just to put a cap on my first journey through the VOLTA, as I'm showing you, it was these babies. And then I read a lot about it online and comments and stuff, and I thought, when you're done with this, it starts to take a dive. Because I'm saying a lot, but more than on these guys, people were writing stuff like that. Does that make sense? You know, like, oh yeah, this one, for example, it's just too mellow-ish, you know, those kind of reviews or reactions. But good enough, but close but no cigar. How you want to say it? But to recap it in my head, so far, the last video was us hitting the middle part of the album. 4 tracks done. Now we're gonna do the rest, and I have to say, so far, I would describe this as, you know, the finalized sound of the band. That's what I'm getting at it at this point. This sounds like they just hit the pause button, thought about it, and then went into the studio with the mindset on being, yeah, let's not try to, you know, do it over the top for the 5th time, you know, in a row. Let's just keep it to what we, you know, love about music the best, I guess, you know, because you have to think that maybe these guys don't live for the second of, you know, pure bliss quality stuff that's, oh my god, my mind is blown, I just heard a ghost ship pass through my, you know, living room. Yeah, we at this point we all been there doing the Mars Volta or something like that, you know, something when your mind is blown. And as I talked to about in the previous video, we have to remember it's a fine line to walk, I would say, and you have to step back at some point, you know, and say, okay, just like the Beatles on the White Album, okay, and then go in and say, this is our name. And just to hear that the newest album is called the Mars Volta is telling me that these guys maybe not. I'm talking about them refining their sound and saying this is the Mars Volta, but you guys are telling me the newest album is called the Mars Volta, and I'm thinking, oh my god, did they? Am I too soon on that conclusion? I don't know. I can only react to what I've heard so far, and I haven't heard any more than what I'm showing you at this point. Still missing the half of this. So yeah, that's the recap. We done. We ready. You know what I mean about the Mars Volta. I am hyped, as the kids are saying. I don't know. How would I know what the kids are saying these days? I'm knocking on 53. Yeah. Born in 1969, October. So yeah, it's just starting on the 3rd one, and is there anything else to say? We talked about the tracks, and at this point, yeah, you can say the first or maybe the second one is the most rhythmic so far, you know, ish. But we are kind of in the, as I described before, in the laid back version of the Mars Volta, as far as I know. But yeah, we got a little spoiler as soon as we are left. It's also interesting because this is the middle part that's done when we hit play in a few seconds. And knowing already, because I haven't forgot it, it turns like boom, in the way we would expect on after listening to these 4 babies. Yeah, you know what I mean. And a lot more EP stuff, whatever. What have you not, man? But it seems to be like a funny way to mark the middle of the album. Yeah, a lot of artists are doing it without you knowing it. Just find the middle of the piece, the middle of the movie, see what they are saying in the middle of it. What's the conclusion, or what you call it, the anchor? If this is a boat, the middle is an anchor. So how does the anchor sound? We are about to find out. You ready? I'm digging it. We have to give it some kind of volume. Ready?
Story having fun. and found. Where is the devil waiting, trying to disguise? I've seen what you used to look like. Down here you won't survive. I've got no way on and on the world. Don't stop taking the lead, don't stop breaking the lead. I won't come home if you can't come home. Even if you make a break with my name. I've got no way on and on the world. You gotta keep on playing for me.
Back in the saddle.
I won't come home if you can't come home. Don't stop taking the lead, don't stop breaking the lead. We'll come alive from backwards. We'll be lucky if we eat tonight. We'll come alive from backwards. Between a milk and fireworks. In the shade, in the valley. Laid to rest. Don't say you're sorry.
Love it, man. The drums, the drums, the drums. I'm really digging it, man. That was funky. Yeah, let's just. Oh no. Camera. Yeah, let's pause. We just paused. 4 seconds in. Sorry. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about that. That's my little finger pointing. No, it's not. Wow. Hoo-ha. Wow. And wow, we just got some old vibrations, I would say, from the Mars Volta there, huh? We just dipped. They took a step back. So far we were chill, almost chill, but you know what I mean. Chill compared to this. And then we got the mosquito drumming, yeah, the Mad Hatter dance, the fucking, yeah, the, you know, oh my God, am I lip syncing wrong on Saturday Night Live? You know, yeah, the gold digger dance, sideways out of the picture. That was just the rest of the groups in the world during this number. Okay, hi, bye. That's nice. Nice knowing you. Crappy YOLO. Fuck you, yeah. 4. Taking the bar up again. Just as we thought we had a chance. Playing the bongo, chilling back. Doing some wipes. Tapping into the Beach Boys. But yeah, no. The Mars Volta are showing the indigo colors yet again. Yes, yet again the indigo is happy. Let's get on. That was beautiful. Not only the drumming. I know I say I'm focusing on the drumming. That's because that's my love. That's the heartbeat. That's the main vibration. But you know, it's the whole fucking thing, man. As usual, I'm trying to figure out the fucking rhythm, man.
Your spirits with twinkling bolts that weaken your knees in the pit of my heart. Dressed in the slurs of bovine engines to feast upon the carcass
little
of
slip. That's a slip.
the heavens can't hold me and I can't believe anymore.
That comes from a marsh drum, you know. Marsh. Love that break, that holds. It's like dangling with your feet now, like you just got shot up. Yeah. Wow. And the only way the Mars Volta can do it is that the So the second last number on the album is Starting Mellow. So yeah, so far so good. Holy crappy-oly. The Mars Volta. I'll have to admit, these videos are my favorite ones to make. The ones where I have the group, you know, very dear to the heart, and digging the grooves and so on and so forth. So it's a pleasure. And yeah, of course it also is the response, comments on each video is a reason why I'm skipping, you know, some other videos. Oh my God, this is talking also. That didn't make any sense. Yeah, it did in my head. I was trying to say, but an example. I'm in the middle of doing a Run the Jewels, but the comments on the Mars Volta is like 100 times more. And of course, I'm also in it to what do you call that? Communicate. And it's all so. And I will do the videos, the other ones that don't get any comments. That's just the way I do it, but it would be in another tempo, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. So I'm not turning my back on what people really digs on my channel. And that's just my luck that my favorite groups are on that list. Some of them, not Melvins. I have a hard time, you know, reaching out to the Melvins and the Fu Manchu crowd. I would love them starting to making some comments on the Fu Manchu and Melvins, because I will do more Fu Manchu and Melvins also. Like I will do more D12. I will sit in short, concentrate more and more on what I think is the most important to concentrate on. Voila. That's as clear as I can say it. Yeah, it is. Got some smoke, sorry. So once again, absolute pleasure. I'm having some funny lights up here. People are commenting on, yeah, you look like you're glowing. No, it's just the sunlight. My videos are powered by the sun, you know, as my belief in the source. So, Dom arigato, thank you very much for being part of the source code. And yeah, you go Indigo if you're watching. The rest of you also, Hills, yeah. No, I'm not a Satanist. This is actually to keep the bad things away. Listen to Ronnie James Dio.